Just prefacing this, I don't play Zenless Zone Zero, but I'm here to join in on this conversation. So let's begin. Alright. If you haven't been on Twitter recently, you wouldn't know what's happening. But if you play gacha games, you would know that Zenless Zone Zero is teasing their season 3. And of course, after their, I think, mixed receptions out of season 2, and that's what happens when you do a China patch. Every single China patch in every single gacha game, it's always a mixed bag. It can be good, but it's always a mixed bag. But ignore that, there's something much more important to talk about. Is Zenless Zone Zero losing its style, its flair? Well, I don't know. I think Zenless Zone Zero has always been this weird game in terms of in the gacha space, cause this is MiHoYo. They got games under their belt. Honkai Impact is still alive. Genshin Impact destroyed the current gacha space, and its consequences is still being felt in modern day. Star Rail is hell. That's all I need to tell you. But Zenless Zone Zero was supposed to be different, and well, I guess it is different. I think it started out as this passion project of a part of the team who wanted to make another gacha game, and it had style. It had grace, and it also had a pretty face, but that was back at the start. And now we're moving on to season 3 of Zenless Zone Zero, and it seems like this is going to be a big season, as all those big players told back in the lore teaser all the way back in season 1, the big shots, the big shining stars that are the big shots of the world, we're finally going to see them face to face, and people are seeing their designs for the first time. And alright, I'll be honest, it's hard to be serious about this. People are not liking the new designs. Not the new designs, it's just the new designs, all this stuff. It's just so weird, because this game, it was always been critiqued as a Gunnar-ish game. Look at the older designs back in season 1, and sure, you can get that from characters like Jane and the police officer, Jane Doe, Grace, Evelyn, Ellen, all those type of characters. You could see some levels of fan service in them, but they still had that Zenless Zone style, what people are talking about. But then we got characters like Prominia, which that was the first time I seen quite a bit of discourse about that. Oh, she looks too for the guys. She looks too this that. And why can't we get characters like Miyabi again? And I don't know. Zenless Zone Zero has a weird community now, full of Puritans, full of people who only want to see jiggle physics, who only care about, I don't know, being fan service. And this huge community, it can keep on clashing. And now we get to this season 3 where our big shots, characters who are supposed to be the most coolest characters in the story, are basically have their boobs out or something like that. And now people are complaining, people are getting angry at each other, people are dropping the game. No one is dropping the game, let's be real here. But people are mad. It's just very interesting, because from an outsider's perspective, yeah, it sucks a bit seeing cool designs get neutered a bit for the sake of fan service. It sucks a bit, but the main thing that people are talking about is that let me try to find it. It's Sunbringer. I think her name is Sunbringer. Yeah, Sunbringer. Yeah, this is the big shot back in the lore teaser. The CEO, the former CEO, and she had this cool flag thing, fully coat, full coat, all this type of stuff. It should be amazing, but then we see the new PV, and where was she hiding those? And that's why people are mad. But I'll be honest, in my general opinion, is the game losing its sauce, its style? I don't know. I think it's too early. I do think that the design that they had in the beginning, it's sort of dropped, but also a lot of people aren't getting the topic of the big leagues, right? You were hanging around with characters who are generally minor in the grand scheme of things, except for Miyabi. Miyabi is probably super important. Miyabi, the grade 1 slayer or something like that. But overall, we're reaching, I think the characters are reaching the big leagues now, where that means we're seeing proper, powerful characters who don't really fit the style, but they fit the aura stuff. But that can clash with people who want fan service. So when you try to add fan service to the aura characters, it becomes a whole mixed bag. I'm just speaking as an outsider, but Zenless Zone Zero has a fandom problem as well, because I feel every new character has critiques across the floor, and characters who you just wonder how are these guys still playing the game? Are these guys still actually participating in this community more than just ranting on Twitter? I think it's just a Twitter problem. I think most people are like fine with this, but like for ZZZ, my plan is simple. My options are simple. The path ahead of you is simple. You go back to season 1 or you suffer and die. That's it. Overall, I do want to get to ZZZ. I just need a good device to use to play it, and I'll be happy. And I do think the character designs and world building of ZZZ is super cool. MiYoYo has gone 3 for 3. You can hate them all they want, but they're a big shot for a pretty good reason. Best group I would say is the AOD. I think the AOD is a fun cast. But that's really it. My final opinions of the new reveals. Sunbringer got nerfed. Like, why did you have to like have the whole exposed boob thing? I don't care. Remio, pink hair MiYoYo character. Get ready for Iron Tomb 2.0. Severin is a guy. Let's see what else. Phoenix is okay. Sigurd, like from Fire Emblem, the horse from Fire Emblem, that's cool. I think my favorite is Claret, because she's like, I just like blonde hair, twin tails. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's really it. ZZZ, you're in for a rough patch. I believe in you guys, so don't worry. No, that's really it. I think character designs, I think they should just make cool character designs cool. And if they want their fan service, you can just make up your fan service later on. That's really it. Onward to season 3 and onward for new discoveries. Goodbye.